What is up, guys? We are live from the Brojo for another episode of the TakeDown BreakDown. I am your host, Kean, not Keith, and I am here today with...
Drinking water, Zach.
Yeah, of course you are, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry, I have to hydrate.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Fine, whatever, Zach. I get it. The podcast is not as important as your water.
As my hydration, I will say.
Yeah. We get you, Zach. You don't like the podcast, you hate us, you're not going to be here next week, we understand.
It's not my fault. Plus, you have to give me props for letting you know, like, weeks in advance, too.
If everyone wants to know, just send hate mail to Zach and be like, I can't listen to I get to miss 1 week of wrestling news because Zach
like they'll care about that.
It's actually one of the most downloaded ones, so like really? I'm not
You mean out of all the Dean Ambrose
like that and the video game one are like pretty up there. Like the
video game one. You mean the
Dem Game Boys is definitely up there too. So like
really?
Yeah.
How many downloads?
It gets about like 6 a week.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
From Podbean, and then like
Didn't know Hale liked pro wrestling.
Do not actually think that's Hale, no. Like I don't believe that is Hale.
I know.
That likes it. So maybe we could try that Google Hangout.
Google Hangout?
Yeah, I tried to call you once on your Google Hangout.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
So like it'll probably be something we'll think about doing if all of us can't make it at one time. Is use OBS and then use Google Hangout.
You'd have to show me how that works.
I will, yeah. But so that'll definitely happen in case like one of us moves or something like that. And
you trying to say something, Kian?
No, I'm not. You just don't know. Shit happens with some people.
Are you trying to tell us something, Kian?
I'm married. No, I'm kidding. But
he's recently engaged.
No,
I know.
No, I am not. No.
Sorry, ladies. Kian's taken.
Yeah. That's definitely true. We have like one super sad news story today, Zach.
There's just one news story, really?
You have multiple? You have other ones, right?
No, usually we have at least 2 or 3.
Well,
at the very least.
WWE star Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah, that's
has passed away.
Yeah, that's a sad time.
It is a sad time. We were talking about this off mic, I think it was Monday.
Yeah, when the news hit.
Yeah, that Bret Hart is now the only living
member of both the original incarnation of the Hart Foundation and the 1997 version. Unless you want to count Jimmy Hart.
That's super depressing.
It is. Do you want to count Jimmy Hart in that or not? Because he turned his back on him at one point.
I don't know. Would you count Jimmy Hart in there?
I mean, he was there at the beginning, but then he turned his back on him what was it, 1990?
Would you count Ryan in the Rochambeau? I'm kidding.
I mean, yes, because he started it. I mean, help was a part of it.
Right.
At the start.
So is that the same premises?
I mean, he's not here anymore, but I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It just all depends.
But at least the WWE put together a touching tribute for him, like a nice little tribute on Raw. So. Yeah, and
I
thought it was pretty well put together.
I thought that was super rad, to be honest with you. I thought that was super, super awesome of them to do something like that.
I agree.
I think that was just super cool, and for me, I'm one of those people that I'm glad that he got a chance to say his last words or what, not say his last words, but you know what I mean.
Well, do you know how he passed away? Because I don't.
It was a heart thing, I think.
Oh.
No pun intended.
Oh my God.
What?
I wouldn't have gotten that if you wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I said it, because it was kind of funny. But
that's sad that I wouldn't have. Never mind.
So, Zach, what is our hot take?
I don't know. We never agreed on one.
You sent me one.
Oh, you actually do want to go with that one?
Yeah, what?
Okay, what is your favorite storyline of the modern era so far? From I want to say from 2009, when this whole PG thing started, to now.
You're gonna really make fun of me.
Why?
You're gonna You're gonna call me out on this.
If it's... What is it?
The Rock versus Cena.
I can understand that.
I really like The Rock versus...
I can understand...
Okay,
Why would I make fun of you for that?
I don't know, because like I just like...
That was like one of the hottest angles in 2011 and 2012.
Like, when I'm like, I like The Rock versus Cena, everyone's like, you're stupid. I'm like...
That's not stupid, because while the match wasn't quite what everyone expected, you know, due to The Rock being out of action for so long, the build-up was pretty great. At least the first one was. Because you had a year's worth of planning to do. And the second one was just like 3 months.
I really did enjoy The Rock versus Cena. I think that is a just a fun storyline. Just because, like, it then flipped on John Cena.
Right.
When Roman Reigns became the John Cena.
And he became The
Rock.
Rock.
And he's like... Roman's like, you don't come here, man. You don't do this stuff, man.
Roman brought that up in one of his promos against Cena last year. How Cena was calling out The Rock for not being here, and then Roman did the same thing.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. I like that idea is that like now John is on the defensive. I had to be on the defensive. He's like, you know what? I still like the fans and stuff. Like,
and I think we even said that was a pretty dope moment.
Yeah, I think that's my thing. Like, I just don't. I don't know. Like, I thought that was like a super one. That and like Batista returning, like, is another like prime example of like doing nostalgia correct.
Right. Well, they didn't really do it correctly.
Do you not think so?
No, because he was miscast as a babyface. When even he said he wanted to be a heel. And plus, this was also around the time Daniel Bryan. People really wanted Daniel Bryan.
I also like the thing. I think the reason why Batista became like the baby face is because he literally was what's the word? He was literally just on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sorry, water went down the wrong hole.
Yeah, see, this is why you don't fucking drink water while we're doing this, Jack.
You just did too.
Yeah, but I'm not an idiot and like not choke on my water.
Sorry, audience.
God damn it, Zachary. No, but like I really believe that he's definitely one of those guys, you know. Like I think that he is. I think if it was not for
Daniel Bryan.
If it wasn't for him being Drax the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy, that probably would not be a thing.
What? His return?
No, him being a face.
Oh. No, they might have because, you know, Batista was one of the biggest stars during that era, the Ruthless Aggression era, so it doesn't surprise me in the least that they'd want to cast him as a babyface, a conquering, returning babyface.
I know, but I feel like also he had that hype of the Guardians also is like...
Well, yeah, but take away Guardians and I can still see them trying to cast him as a babyface.
I don't think so, though. Like, I
do.
see it very differently, I guess. Like, I feel like Batista would not have been a face if they were like, he's not in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I believe he would have been face regardless.
You do?
Yeah, just because, you know, he was a big fan favorite.
Right. I don't know. I see.
But for the longest time, or just a year before he got injured in 2006, he was probably going to be the face of the company instead of John Cena.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was going to be in that slot.
Okay.
Because he was in the actual main event last match of WrestleMania 21. He ended Triple H's like 2-year stranglehold on the World Heavyweight title.
Right.
And then he beat him 3 times over.
Okay, you know what? I see where you're coming from, and I'm not against what you're saying.
So yeah, I could have definitely seen them wanting Batista to be the face of the company before he got hurt.
Okay, no, I get where you're coming from. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, Zach. You're wrong. I'm kidding. No, I like that idea. That is actually very interesting to me.
Yeah, but then when he came back, you know, John Cena already main evented WrestleMania 22 against Triple H, and he was having pretty damn good matches too. So,
do you think that John Cena would have made like You think that, like, I don't think John Cena is that bad of a person.
No, absolutely not.
I think that, like, I feel like, yes, people give him a lot of flack because he is, like, OP.
Well, yeah.
But I was reading an article
Well, to
about...
be fair, Hulk Hogan was during that time, too.
Yeah.
During his time, I mean.
Yeah, but, like, I was reading an article about, like, why the world needs more, like, Captain America's, Superman's, and John Cena's, these, like, semi-naive people who are, like, happy-go-lucky in a world that's, like, shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, John Cena makes sense for a child perspective.
Yeah.
Of, like, you want someone who is always optimistic and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, personally, I don't think Batista would have been that, at that time, would have been the type of guy.
Well, during the time, too, the Ruthless Aggression time, they weren't PG yet.
Right.
There were still a bunch of adults that they were catering
Right,
to.
but, like, with John Cena, because John Cena was pushed, I feel like the PG got pushed harder.
I wouldn't say so.
I feel so.
Not until 2008. And even then, he was not...
But he was still doing, like, I don't know, like,
To me, it didn't become apparent that he was the face of the company until about 2009.
No, I mean, like, John Cena's, like, good guy act.
Oh, yeah,
Not but, like, being, like, that optimistic, like, go-getter. Like, I feel like that helped push the PG,
I mean, he was the right person to, like, be the face of that push.
Yeah, like, and I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like, I feel like maybe if we, like, didn't have John Cena be the face, we might not have gone to this semi-PG era. I don't know. Like, that's like another...
They probably would have tried to put someone else in that spot if it wasn't John Cena.
I think that's another take I want to talk about. Do you think we would have been in a PG era? Not PC. I'm sorry, guys. We're not political here.
I was just going to make a joke about computers, but if you want to...
Yeah, no, 100%. But, like, we're, like, you know what I mean, though? Like...
If John Cena wasn't the face of the company during that time, do you
believe that
the PG era would have
never existed? Do you think it'd be, like, much more aggressive?
Well, it depends, because you also have to take into account Linda McMahon was also trying to run for Senate at that time, too.
Oh, shit, that's right, she was.
Yeah. John Cena just happened to be, like, the guy at that time. So
Vince McMahon is like, my wife is running for Senate. John Cena's like, yo, I can help you. Vince McMahon's like, fuck yeah.
Well, to me, from, like, 2006 to 2009, it was a balance between John Cena and Batista.
Right. Zach, we need to start writing these, like, Keane explains the wrestling storyline.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Not that way. Not in the way you wanted to explain it.
We gotta do it.
Oh, my
It'd be
God.
funny. That would definitely push the funniness.
You want to... Anyways.
We'll talk about this off, Michael.
Sure.
We'll make a pilot episode.
Sure.
But, like, so, yeah, no, like, I definitely just, like, believe...
I think we still would have gone there.
Really?
Yeah. Because... they probably would have tried to put someone else in that spot. Like, either, whether it be Batista, Randy Orton, Sheamus. There was rumors...
See, at the time, I thought, before Sheamus became, like, a really good heel.
You mean in 2010?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm also talking about 2012. They wanted him to surpass John Cena as the lead face. Like, there were rumors that they wanted Sheamus to be the top face... and then John Cena was going to turn heel.
That's weird.
I could have seen it working. Sheamus was white hot in 2011.
I know.
When he first turned face.
John Cena being evil is weird.
I mean, it would be because his heel gimmick was that of a rapper, and you can't really do that now. I mean, you could, but it'd probably be really corny.
I mean, like, there is Enzo.
He wasn't a rapper, though.
I know. Not now!
Well, yeah.
Oh, I guess that was the other story that I had that I just really didn't give a shit about. Is that Enzo Amore is like, I'm never going back to professional wrestling.
To be honest, I don't believe that. I think he would probably try at some point. Maybe not right now, but maybe like 2, 3, 4 years. I could see him trying it again. I still think it's
funny that, like, Big Kaz...
I know, one of my coworkers brought that up to me.
Is that, like, so he does not get a WWE copyright. It's going with 2 C's instead of 2 S's.
He should have just kept calling himself Colin Cassidy if that wasn't copyrighted. I don't know if that is.
Well, it's the same reason why Cody Rhodes can't be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I know, but they stopped calling him Colin Cassidy in, like, 2014.
I don't know, that was his indie name, wasn't it? That was his indie name?
That's what they first brought him in as. Colin
That's
Cassidy.
probably why.
Yeah, but then they stopped using that.
I know, but that's still probably
I'm just
patented by the WWE.
Yeah, but
the WWE has a shit ton of trademarks.
I know, that's why I said if it isn't trademarked, he should have
pretty
just gone by
sure
Colin
the
Cassidy.
WWE has Super Meatball Boy.
I'm not sure, okay?
Or I'm pretty sure WWE just like throws darts at a board and it's like, we're gonna patent this name, Mega Lucha Dragon Thunder style.
I hope that's not actually patented.
You'd be fucking They have Lucha House Party fucking.
That doesn't surprise me though, because that's the name of their group.
Yeah, but like before that though, they had that all patent. Like before WWE, they patent the shit out of stuff like titles.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure Lucha Dragons wasn't a thing before them. Pretty sure WWE's like, all right, we're gonna combine two things: luchas and dragons. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Enzo doesn't want to. Enzo's got a budding rapping career now.
No, he doesn't. Kind of, but a lot of people have been saying they don't really like it.
Yeah, because it's basically him just making diss tracks about the girl who...
Really? I don't remember anything from either of those songs that he's released.
Like, Phoenix is literally just...
Yeah, I knew Phoenix was, but I didn't know about the other one.
Is literally, like, basic... And it was fucking World Star Hip Hop.
I know, I watched it, but I don't remember anything about that one.
Like, that's the thing that fucking gets me. And it's got 2 million views now.
Of course, because everyone wants to see Enzo rap.
Ah!
You have to remember, John Cena's rap album went really high on the album charts on the Billboard when he released in 2005.
That makes me so fucking mad.
That John Cena got that high?
Yeah!
Why?
Okay.
He can actually rap.
Zachary. Anyone who fucking is like, I'm a rapper and they're not, like, granted, okay, I'll be real. Me and my friends tried to start a rap group when we were younger. And we had a couple of songs, but they're no longer existent because they were bad.
Have you even listened to anything off that album?
I've heard the down shit, my time is now.
Okay, yeah, but that's his theme song. Of course you're going to know that one. I mean, like anything else.
No, I have not, no. Like, I did when I was younger, but I have not listened to
Basic Thugonomics doesn't count.
I'm a fucking adult now, Zachary. I am not gonna have John Cena on my workout playlist. I might have a couple of JoJo openings, but they're also really hype songs. And I have some Dragon Ball Z instrumentals.
So are some of these John Cena songs.
I don't fucking believe that's true.
Listen to it then!
Fine, I will listen to it, and then 2 weeks from now I'll give my report on whether or not I enjoyed the John Cena album from a decade ago. Dude, that album's almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll check it out. That'll be my project.
You'll love it.
Sure. Then we go to Raw, and Ronda Rousey.
Randy Rousey.
Ronda Rousey in a mustache came out as Randy Rousey and wanted to fight Triple H again.
No,
that's not what happened.
No. Nice try.
But Ronda Rousey
that would have been entertaining as fuck, though.
Was basically like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of people.
I never got to say my favorite angle.
Oh, what was your favorite angle?
Well, it was a tie between
The Shield.
I was actually gonna say the Shield, dude. I love the Shield.
I was gonna say
not the recent Shield, but from like 2012 to 2014.
Recent Shield.
Yeah, I know, but not like.
Yeah, but the Shield.
Not the current storyline. I meant from 2012 to 2014 when they broke up.
Technically, they're not the Shield anymore.
I love that, and then don't give me shit for this, but the rise of Daniel Bryan.
I mean, that's a reasonable thing. I think everyone really likes that.
Well, yeah. I knew you were gonna give me shit for the Shield.
No, yeah, because we always talk about like the Shield, man. I'm like, okay.
Dude, I do like the Shield. I got their shirt.
I know you fucking do. I don't know. Like, I really don't think. I think the Shield's super awesome. Okay, so
they carried the mid card from 2013 until they broke up.
So to me, the Shield is basically like a superhero. To me, I picture the Shield as like a villain team.
They were a villain team.
You know, I'm making a fucking comic book analogy, Zachary. God, I'm kidding. So like, that's basically how I picture the Shield. Is like there are these villains, and they're like, we're badasses, and they're like, we'll fuck shit up. And then one of them has a change of heart. One of them is like, goes to like basically. If it's like, to me, it's like Flash's Rogues Gallery, and then Captain Cold gets like money. Like, I'm just saying, comic book analogy.
I don't know shit what you're talking
Goes
about.
to Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's like, Captain Cold, I'll give you all this fucking money if you turn on those guys. And Seth Rollins like, yeah.
You missed the part where they turned face in 2014, though.
Yeah, and then Seth Rollins is like, yeah.
I know, but they were villains, and then they were faces.
Okay, so they're like still bad guys in my mind in this scenario, because like they're bad guys in the eyes of the law.
They went up against evolution.
But they're bad guys against the law, the authority. And then one of them gets bribed, and the other guys are like, no, and Seth Rollins like, yeah, I'm evil now.
Keane explains wrestling storylines.
They're like,
here it comes.
Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are like, we need to team up. And they're like, yep.
They didn't team up at all against them.
And then they didn't team up.
Yeah, they didn't at all.
And then Seth Rollins is like, I'm a god now.
They started teaming up against the Wyatt family.
And then Seth Rollins was like, I am a god now. And then like Seth Rollins gets pushed down a pedestal because he's like, I want to face you. Because then him and Triple H are basically like the dad. It's like your dad when you want to go out, like late at night. He's like, you're like, I want my curfew to be 11. Your dad's like 10. And you like have this stare down.
I think that was a meme at one point. I think that was an actual meme.
Your curfew's 10. And then everyone's like, okay, that's understandable. And then you're like, I'll be back. And then the next time like, my friends are going out, and the movie ends at midnight. Your dad's like, 11. You're like, cool, I got some.
I am almost 100% sure that was a meme at one point.
I have no idea. I am literally just thinking about this.
I am almost 100% sure that was a meme at some point.
But Ronda Rousey attacks like Ember Moon, and no, they joined together to fight Shinam and Bliss.
Shinam.
The Shinam.
The Shinam?
Yeah.
That's Ember Moon's nickname.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Shinam?
Yeah. Because Ember Moon and Alexa Bliss fought, and it was interesting.
Oh man.
It was super lame, actually.
I wasn't home in time to watch it.
Not bad. That's my fault.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were doing What the Fact.
Moon defeated Bliss.
Yeah.
No surprise, guys.
It could have been a surprise. I mean, Alexa Bliss could have won and got herself some momentum.
Yeah, but she didn't. Tyler Breeze versus Constable Corbin, though. This was a very lackluster match.
Of course, it was used to just put over Corbin, who has a vendetta against smaller guys, I guess. Finn Balor, Tyler Breeze.
I know. I feel bad for Breeze, man.
I know. I've said this in 2016, when he was like a main event star or upper mid card star in NXT.
He's just sucking now, like hardcore.
I mean, to be fair though, how many people would take a supermodel gimmick that seriously?
I mean, if that's all WWE's fucking giving you, like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, they weren't really fleshing out his character either. They were just like, look at this guy, he's a model, that's it. And he was a big deal in NXT. He had to face Jushin Thunder Liger.
Finn Balor and Braun Strowman versus Jinder Mahal and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
This is an okay match. I don't think it was like as good as a lot of. I think it was a fun match. I don't think it was like.
So there are a lot of people saying this was awesome.
No.
It was good.
It was just lackluster to me, comparatively. I don't know. I think I've seen them besides Mahal perform a lot better.
I don't know. To me, you can only see Braun Strowman do that shoulder block thing to Kevin Owens so many times.
Before it gets old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get you. Then we go to Bobby Lashley versus Ricky Roberts.
Wasn't this more of a segment?
Yeah.
Like Lashley just owned Ricky Roberts?
Yeah.
Roberts.
And then Elias interrupted.
Yeah.
They have a feud.
Do they even have a match at SummerSlam for this?
I believe so, actually.
Really? I don't remember seeing that on the card. Oh, that reminds me. We have to do our predictions for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
It might be, but I don't remember them announcing it.
Let's take a look while we're out here. Let's see. Let's see. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Alexa Bliss. No, I believe you're right.
Is it on the pre-show?
Nope.
Oh.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. Okay.
Well, I guess we're just going to act like Bobby Lashley didn't beat Roman Reigns last month at Extreme Rules. Clean in the middle of the ring. Alright.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of wrestling podcasts and people that cover wrestling online have also said that.
Yeah, triple threat match between the Raw Tag Team Championship for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Mm-hmm.
The B Team defeated the Revival and the Deleter of Worlds. That was a good match.
Yeah. But the good news is the Revival gets a second chance on Sunday.
That's actually really cool. I'm really glad.
Yeah. Also, I've seen rumors online that Matt Hardy might be taking time off because he's got an injury, and Bray Wyatt may be getting repackaged into a different character. I don't know yet. I just saw those reports online. I wanted to bring them to you because I know how much you don't like the Deleters of Worlds. Don't even start, man. One of them's injured.
There's just so much they could do.
To Bray Wyatt?
To Bray Wyatt.
Like what?
Give Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt the tag team I've always wanted.
The time has passed.
No, it was perfect. Did you see when Bo Dallas impersonated his brother? It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, as a Wyatt family member, what, are you gonna make Bray Wyatt suddenly just become normal and start teaming with his brother?
No, like, that's the shtick. Like, he has to play like the, man, don't be fucking weird. And Bray Wyatt's like, my bad.
That's basically what Matt Hardy would have been doing with Jeff Hardy.
Exactly. Would it be cooler?
What do you mean cooler?
Because I'm talking about deleting and shit.
There's just no winning with you.
Then we got Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman outsmart Roman Reigns. This was actually very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting, but I want to bring something up that someone else brought up. But I was watching a review of Raw. They said they kind of took away the unpredictability of this match because it showed that Paul Heyman was in cahoots with Brock Lesnar the whole time.
Yeah, I know that.
There was no mystery of where Paul Heyman stands at SummerSlam anymore.
No, that does. You are right. That does take away that.
It was a great segment. I really liked it, and I didn't even think of that until the guy brought it up the next night. I was like, wow, that's actually really true.
Bobby Roode and Titus Worldwide versus the Authors of Pain and Mojo Rawley.
How long did this go? Like 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
At least Bobby Roode won.
Sasha Banks versus Ruby Riott, though, guys. It was an okay match.
They put on good matches together.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah. Ruby Riott won. So it's good to see the Riott Squad getting some wins again.
The Intercontinental Championship contract signing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotta fucking tell you, though, Dean Ambrose looks fucking ridiculous.
Dude, people are saying he looks like Triple H.
He looks like an old man, yeah. He looks like he shouldn't be there. He looks like he was supposed to drop off his son to watch this Raw stuff and then just leave, and he got lost and ended up in the ring. He's like, the fucking image I have of him right now, like, he looks so fucking dumbfounded. He's like, huh? What am I? Where am I? What is this place? Is this girl man telling me to do something? I don't know what's going on here.
The segment was awesome. I popped for Dean Ambrose's return, although I was really hoping they would have held back until SummerSlam.
You know, I feel like you needed that, though. I feel like...
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it would have just been cool to just have Seth Rollins come out and just be like, I have someone in my corner to offset Drew. And then Dean Ambrose comes out, gets a big pop in Brooklyn, and... I mean, he got a huge pop there, too.
Yeah.
Wherever they were that night.
Then we go into SmackDown.
Did you just say SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Oh my god.
Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
You don't want to talk about the opening promo with Carmelo?
No, I do not.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much to go off of because it was pretty quick.
Yeah, basically she's a bitch who's...
They all just kept saying they were going to win the title.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then Charlotte and Lynch defeated Rose and Deville, which was meh.
I mean, to be honest with you, again, this is more like just to showcase Becky and Charlotte as threats to Carmella on Sunday.
You don't need that, though. Carmella's not that much of a...
Yes, they know that, but at the same time, they got to give them something to do besides in-ring segments.
I know. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Triple Threat.
Oh, wait, that's just a group of jobbers.
Yeah. They kind of got their ass kicked.
Of course. It was a squash.
And then they, like, used each other as weapons.
Triple threat?
No.
Used each other? Oh, the
No,
Bludgeon
the Bludgeon
Brothers.
Brothers.
I was going to say, what?
You didn't see that?
No, I was at work.
They kind of use one another to, like, hit them. It was fucking weird, man.
That doesn't surprise me. Big man teams usually use smaller teams to throw at each other.
No, like, the Bludgeon Brothers used, like, Eric Rowan used...
Well, yeah, they've been doing that since the days of the Wyatt family, too.
Like, used himself as a, like, weapon.
Yes, they've done that before as the Wyatt family, too.
That's so weird to me.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like a classic tag team thing.
I know, but it's just like, God. Jeez. Animals. It was okay. The history of Daniel Bryan and The Miz. This was actually fucking good, too.
It was great.
I feel like all this lead up is going to be lackluster and I'm going to be super sad.
What do you mean lackluster?
Like, when they face each other.
Why? There is so much heat to this that...
I know, but like that's the thing. There's so much heat and then all of a sudden it just kind of...
I'm not expecting a 5-star spectacle. I'm just expecting something good.
Then there was the New Day versus Sanity, Zach.
I'm expecting a proper blow-off to this feud, unless they continue to go on with it to, like, Hell in a Cell or something.
Yeah, but then we have New Day versus Sanity, Zach, and it was
That was
okay
good.
as well.
That was good.
It was a fun match.
Yeah. Sanity lost again.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for them, I guess.
I don't really know if they should have been called up yet, though. Because I felt like they had unfinished business in NXT. They never really got a proper rematch for the titles against the Undisputed Era. Because I'm pretty sure that match got interrupted by Undisputed Era, and then AOP, and then Roderick Strong.
Yeah, then we go to Aiden English versus Sienna Almos.
Yeah. It was quick. And Almas got most of the offense.
Yeah, it was kind of a lame match, man.
I mean, that was just to show that Almas is pretty much in the head of Rusev Day. At least until Rusev Day came out and cut a promo.
Yeah. Then we go weird face mask Jeff Hardy.
That's not a face. That's face paint.
Jeff Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin.
Were you watching during 2008 and 2009 when he was still painting his face?
Yes, I was.
It's kind of like the same thing that he was doing in TNA as Brother Nero with the contacts. I like the design, like how he paints actual eyes on his eyelids and then he opens it and it's just like, bleh. I don't know how else to describe that.
Great description, Zach.
Bleh.
If I could put that into words, that'd be the title.
Like, it's like he rolled his eyes in the back of his head or something.
Hardy won. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Then AJ Styles and Samoa Joe.
I thought this was really weird. Not because of what they were saying, but because of how it was placed. Like, they weren't given a lot of time for this.
How lame did you feel it was? Because I thought it was super lame.
I actually, out loud, asked myself, that's it? That's it? Like, no one's gonna hit the other one? There's not gonna be anything else said? That's it?
Yeah, then that ends.
At least it left me wanting more for Sunday.
Then we go into 205 Live, Zach.
Kian's favorite show.
It is actually my favorite show. Leo Rush versus Akira Tozawa. Good match.
I'm giving a thumbs up because I was drinking water.
Yeah.
I like that match.
Yeah, and Rush won. And so,
Leo Rush hits a pretty damn good frog splash.
Yeah, I think Rush has the possibility of...
Hell yeah.
going up. So
he's got a good gimmick too. That like rich. I'm a better athlete than you gimmick. It's pretty good. Like someone compared it to like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, and then we go into Hideo Itami versus some random jobber.
Yep.
That was lackluster. I feel really bad because
he
was
the crap out of him.
I know, because last week he had a fucking baller match.
Well, storyline wise, Mustafa Ali's out. He's injured.
I know.
It made sense.
He had a baller match.
To me, it made sense because it's just like, hey, Hideo Itami can beat the fuck out of anybody.
And now we have Cedric Alexander versus Jack Gallagher.
Yeah. Ah, man, I just can't get over how over Jack Gallagher was in like 2017 and 2016, and now he's just generic heel. I say this every time there's a Jack Gallagher match, but it just baffles me.
Dude, I like Jack Gallagher's Twitter picture though.
What?
He's got like an old school like Huntsman shotgun.
What?
Yeah, like Jack Gallagher. I don't know if he's changed it, but like.
Yeah, he changed it.
So originally, one of his other older Twitter posts was like he has a shotgun and he's shooting it. Like I think it's super ballin' looking, but like that's just me.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a good match again.
Yeah. Do you think that Jack Gallagher could possibly go into the British whatever?
The NXT UK?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but if they didn't do it with Noam Dar, who actually returned at an NXT UK taping, I don't think they're going to move Jack Gallagher over either.
Oh, no, that's understandable. I just didn't know.
It'd be nice to see that because he had a pretty good match with, who was it? I think it was Tyler Bate for the UK title on NXT one time.
I don't know. I really hope so. Like, I don't know. I kind of want him to, like, do something.
Technically, he is doing something.
That isn't shitty. I guess.
Alright.
Sorry, like, excuse me, princess, for wanting to, like...
Oh my god, dude.
Something different.
I would love for him to turn face again and go back to what he was doing.
Then we go Street Profits versus The Mighty.
Yeah!
At NXT. This was a fun match.
It was.
Really enjoyed it.
Street Profits with the win. Although I'm very confused with what they're doing with The Mighty.
Yeah, then we
because I thought they built more momentum as a heel team, and they're losing still. Like, what?
Yeah, then Kairi Sane versus Aaliyah.
Dude, her new submission finisher looks brutal as hell.
Dude, this was a fun match, too.
It was, but dude, that submission caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit, what is that?
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Like, she's a scary lady.
Yeah.
A scary, scary lady.
She's playing mind games with Shayna Baszler. Shayna's saying, I'm not afraid of you. I just hope her and Io Shirai face off. Because Io Shirai was a part of Stardom when Kairi Sane was, and they had like 5-star matches.
Oh yeah, her stick was the pirate lady.
It still is.
Is she really?
No, I'm talking about Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was always had that pirate hat and that wheel.
I didn't know if she was still going with that though. Okay.
Yeah, she's still doing it.
That's super cool. I like that. That's very fucking Japanesey. Like, not to be that guy. It is. I know. It is very like. You had Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, coming out with the kabuki mask. Like, Shinsuke Nakamura coming out with, like, violins and having seizures. Like, they do very...
Having seizures?
They do very, like...
He didn't do that in New Japan.
I know,
I mean, he did the seizure thing, but not the violins.
I know, but, his entrances is... They're very, like... This is not a racist thing. It's just, I've watched an abundance of NJPW and an abundance of, like... anime wrestling, and like in anime wrestling you're like, they really don't do that stuff in real life, and then you watch Japan, which is basically it is a theatrical event.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like theatrical to like Japan is like cinema. All right, New Japan is like watching a good cinema movie. Like The Departed. Like, New Japan is a Scorsese film, and WWE is Teen Titans Go for the movies to me.
So you're saying it's a spoof of Japan, then? Like, not...
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
then
they, like, take people from Japan and they're like,
I
don't know what to do with them.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, like, I am not saying it in a bad way.
To be honest, watching a match in Japan, like, even just a match or even the entire storyline, it's pretty much like a movie. Like, the way they start off really slow and they slowly build it in the middle. And then by the end, they have, like, the crowd out of their seats.
And that's where I think that, like, if there was anything WWE should steal from New Japan, it's that
storytelling.
Story structure.
They used to have that.
I know. Just EC3 interrupts Velveteen Dream.
You don't sound very thrilled.
And not thrilled on that. It's just like rethinking about, like, you know, these indie people, the JPW wrestlers, and then the indie people they get from Japan, like, knowing where they come from, and then having them, like, it's like, again, looking at, like, Asuka and like Shinsuke and like Akira Tozawa and all those guys, like
Hideo Itami.
Where they all, like, and even, like, the fucking Balor, like, Finn Balor and shit like that. Like, where they all came from was dope as fuck. Now they just kind of are, like, I wouldn't say floundering, but I think, like, the WWE just is oversaturated.
Yeah, they have an overabundance of top-tier talent.
It's how I feel, okay.
This is probably the most stacked, athletically, a WWE roster has ever been.
This is how I feel about, like, as much as I'm excited for the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I just think there's too much shit, okay? That's how I feel about, like, I'm putting WWE in different analogies right now. They're the Teen Titans Go of wrestling. They're the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where there's like, oh, that's cool, this guy's here, that's awesome, I'm not going to be able to play as all these characters at once, okay, cool, thanks for showing me these. That's how I feel. Like, they're like, we have 8 new Omega stages, it's like, we have 8 new pay-per-views, I'm like, that's great, does that mean it's going to be good? I don't know, see, I'm not mad at them. Alright, we literally, like, go through, like, I had to, like, defend this myself, where I'm just like, I don't think they're bad, but I also think that, like, they have oversaturated themselves.
Well, yeah, someone else has said that, too, and I think I said it one time, where they bring in all these top indie stars, but they don't know what to do with them, and there can only be so many people at the top.
Right. And, you know, that's how I, like, feel like when they bring, like, you know, they're going to bring Velveteen Dream up, and they're going to bring, like, you know,
Aleister Black.
Yeah, but that, and then I don't know, they're not going to know, they're not going to know what they're going to do with them.
Exactly.
Like, as much as, like, I like this confrontation, it's just like,
that's why I kind of wanted, that's why I wanted to bring that up to you last week with our hot take about NXT being a third brand.
Yeah, it should be a third brand.
Technically, a lot of people consider it the third brand.
Yeah. Because then we end with Tyler Bate versus Roderick Strong.
Good match.
It was a good match. It was good fun.
Yeah. Mustache Mountain. We both have mustaches. We can do it.
Okay, I'm done.
We're doing the Mustache Mountain taunt.
I don't. It's my fake nap. Yeah. Now we're gonna do our predictions.
Do you want to do it for Takeover Brooklyn 4 as well?
What? Yeah.
Why not?
It's a lot of work.
All
I
right.
don't watch NXT as much, but if you would like to, please be my guest.
No, it's all right.
No, go ahead,
That's
Zach.
all right.
No.
To be honest, I don't remember most of the card.
I have the card right here, and I'll tell you the card. We're on Brooklyn 4, right? It is, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
I want Kairi Sane to win, but I think they're going to go with Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're trying to establish her as the most dominant heel force in the women's division down there.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso.
This one's really hard to call because it could go either way. You could either have Ciampa continue his run as the most hated man in NXT, or you could have Gargano finally put a close to their storyline and win the NXT title. But it's last man standing. I'm going to go with Ciampa.
Okay.
I think he just won it, so I think they have more plans for him as champion.
Adam Cole versus Ricochet.
Well, I've heard rumors that Ricochet is injured, actually, so I don't know. I'm going to go with Adam Cole, though.
And then Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain.
I think they're going to play the Trent Seven injury to a stronghold, no pun intended, so it might be Undisputed Era. Or maybe they lose the title. I've actually been thinking about this recently. I'm just like, what if Roderick Strong and not Tyler Bates, Kyle O'Reilly lose the tag titles, and that slowly starts a downfall in Undisputed Era to the point where they like either kick out Roderick Strong or Roderick turns on them, and he's just like, yeah, enemy turns face again.
And then we go EC3 versus.
Velveteen Dream has lost all those matches aside from Cassius Ohno. So you'd think that they want him to win this one, but at the same time, I don't think EC3 was at the last takeover. I think I'm going with EC3.
Okay. Alrighty. Then we go to SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I really want Roman Reigns to win.
Brock's gonna win! I think Roman's gonna win too.
I feel like this is definitely then Brock is gonna be like, I'm not gonna be here anymore. I'm like, fucking good.
Yep, the Brock Lesnar hate from Kian continues.
Fuck him, dude!
I just hope they put him in Smash just to piss you off.
There's a fucking news story about Goku not being in Smash that we have. I'm sad. Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. I feel like Alexa Bliss can keep the title.
By DQ or something
It'll
like
be
that.
some dumb shit.
Yeah.
This one I actually am really, I'm on either side. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. I really want Samoa Joe to win it, though.
Yeah, I want Joe to win, too.
I feel like AJ has had it long enough.
He has held it for, 10 months now?
10
I
months.
think what I saw earlier. I think Joe could really use this title victory.
Yeah. After his injury and things like that. And so.
And AJ, he's not going to lose any momentum because everyone loves him.
Yeah, they do. I actually don't mind it. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day.
Bludgeon Brothers.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, probably. I don't want it to be because I kind of do like the New Day.
I like the New Day too. But then again, let's raise that question. If they lose to the Bludgeon Brothers, what are they going to do?
Yeah, that's what I mean though. It's like...
They could win very well, but I think they're going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Okay. Then we go to Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
I see Kevin Owens winning it and then cashing in the main event.
How shitty would that be?
They did it to Roman at Survivor Series in 2015. Might as well do it at SummerSlam in 2018.
Yeah. Then we go to Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. I feel like this is getting a DQ.
I have two predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Seth's gonna win, and Dean Ambrose and Seth are gonna remain teaming. Or, and this is the most speculated one, Dean's gonna turn on Seth and cost him the title and turn heel.
That'd be interesting. I want that.
I think it might be Dean turning heel, but with everybody saying that, WWE might change their minds.
And be like, oh, fuck you guys.
Well, I mean, a lot of us speculated on that for WrestleMania because we thought that was in the plans before Ambrose got injured. They were gonna lose the tag titles, they were gonna keep losing, and Dean would turn on Seth and break up the Shield again, and then they'd have a match at WrestleMania 34.
Then we go to Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte.
I want Becky to win just because she's been
I
in
think
the
she
storyline.
deserves it, dude.
Yeah, because she's been overlooked, and she's been on the storyline where she's just been racking up wins against the entire women's division.
Think she deserves it. Like, it's gonna be shitty if she loses.
I'm afraid they're gonna turn her heel against Charlotte, though. Like, Charlotte will win, and then Becky will turn heel. That's something I don't want because Becky is... She's like... I know this isn't probably the right analogy to use because it happened, but Sami Zayn. Yeah. He's such a lovable babyface, but they turned him heel, and he's a great heel as well.
So this is a pre-show match with Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak.
Cedric.
Yeah. And then Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy.
That's a pre-show match?
Yeah.
What?
It's fucking sad, dude.
I thought that was on the main show.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Guess what isn't also on the main show? The B Team.
We didn't...
Versus
Nakamura. I'm going with Nakamura,
I'm
by the way.
going with Nakamura. But Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. I'm going to go with...
Are you sure some of these aren't on the main show?
P indicates it takes place in the pre-show because Rusev and Lana is a pre-show match, and so is the B Team.
Well, I knew that the Rusev Lana one and the B Team one was on the pre-show, but I didn't think they put Balor and Corbin on the pre-show.
It's not.
Or Nakamura and
the Balor
Hardy.
and Corbin is not.
Oh.
I just was saying Cedric Alexander and Gulak is on the pre-show.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
We never predicted those ones, though. We just said they were...
Oh, I want Finn Balor to win, but I feel like Baron Corbin's going to get the win.
I'm going with Balor. All the way.
Okay.
Corbin doesn't need the win because he's a heel authority figure right now.
Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
This is another one where I can see them going either way.
Yeah, I'm going to go with either.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a little more with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Just because, they build up his return so much.
Right. I could actually give a shit less about Rusev and Lana.
I think they're going to go with Andrade and Zelina Vega.
Yeah. And then
because they're teasing the Rusev Day split.
What about the B Team? Who do you think's going to win?
I really want the Revival to win. I really want them to win, but I can see the B Team winning. And...
All right.
I want the Revival to win, but I think it's going to be B Team.
All right, well, that's understandable. That, my friends, has been the Takedown Breakdown. I am Kia Not Keith, here with...
I'm not drinking water anymore, Zach.
All right, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment down below if you would like. Also, if you want to support us, we like to make this stuff, and it would become a lot easier if you would become a supporter on Patreon, if you would like. No pressure. It just helps us with things here. In the long run. Sorry, someone told me I need to actually start, bringing up, why Patreon is important.
Really?
So,
who said that?
Just one of the people that, that I listen to a podcast. I asked him a question, and he's like, you should definitely do that kind of stuff. Okay. Sorry, thank you, have a good night.
Later.